It squeezed ketchup on its belly, cracked an egg on its head, pretending to be the scene of a car accident. The driver was stunned. He actually crashed into an Antarctic penguin in Africa. While people gathered around taking pictures, 3 other penguins jumped onto the car using a seesaw. Just as the driver was performing artificial respiration on the penguin, they successfully started the car. The pretended dead penguin floated onto the car like a balloon.
Yes! Music!
No, stop!
And just like that, they stole the car right under everyone's noses. And why did they do this? To use the car parts to build a plane and send these animals back to the New York Zoo. Soon the plane was built, but because the runway was too short, they decided to catapult it into the air. At the captain's command, the lemurs let go of the vines. As soon as the mechanism was triggered, the plane shot out instantly. Did you think the plane crashed? Of course not. The penguin captain didn't know what failure was, but things weren't smooth sailing either. Halfway through, the malfunction light suddenly came on. The captain quickly grabbed the flight manual.
Problemo solved.
Although the problem was fixed, things got worse. Both wings stopped moving. Seeing the captain's confident expression, I thought for sure it had a solution, but
We're crash landing. When it comes to air travel, we know you have no choice whatsoever.
even in such a dangerous situation, the flight attendants didn't forget to hand out drinks. They had full confidence in the captain. Sure enough, under the captain's command, the plane managed to steady the body and miraculously pulled off the emergency landing, though the plane was heavily damaged, but at least there were no casualties. Later, the captain learned it would take 9 years to fix the plane, so it hired a large group of workers locally. That's right, these clever monkeys. With them, the plane could be fixed in just 1 month. Meanwhile, while Alex was wandering around and unexpectedly found its long-lost parents, it turned out that 10 years ago, while playing, it had been captured by hunters. Its father tried to save it but got shot. And the crate Alex was in ended up falling into the ocean. The crate floated all the way to New York. Alex, multi-talented, became quite popular here. When it grew up, they called it the King of New York. But even so, if Alex wanted to return to its family, it had to go through the family's trial by combat. The tribe's Makunga told Alex to choose the weakest, Tsitsi, as its opponent. But when it called out Tsitsi's name, everyone was shocked. It turned out Makunga had tricked it. Tsitsi wasn't the weakest, but the strongest. But Alex didn't seem to realize how serious it was, and even excitedly started dancing. The next moment, the father didn't want to expel its child, so it threw away its scepter and gave up the throne to the cunning Makunga. But once Makunga took power, it didn't take responsibility. One day, the river on the savannah dried up, but instead of solving the problem, Makunga even had the animals fight each other in a duel for the last water source.
Well, that's not fair. You'd win.
Exactly, Shirley.
I'm bothered.
Sorry, folks, but life isn't fair. I'm in charge!
Alex was furious when it saw this. It promised the animals that it would find them water. Then, it and Marty walked toward the dangerous zone outside the reserve. Meanwhile, their friends started helping it look for water. But instead of finding water, they dug up a pile of gold. Seeing the mountain of gold, the animals were really disappointed. They pinned all their hopes on Alex. Just then, Alex figured out the cause. A group of lost humans had built a dam here to block the water source in order to survive. As Alex was figuring out how to destroy the dam, the humans spotted them. Alex and Marty quickly turned to run, but before they got far, Alex was captured in a trap set by the humans. Marty had to leave alone to seek help. At night, under the old lady's command, they tied Alex to a fire and were about to eat it. At the critical moment, Alex's father arrived in time and saved it. But how would they escape? Just then, Alex started dancing the same dance it performed at the New York Zoo. Seeing its fancy moves, the humans immediately recognized it as the King of New York. Everyone put down their weapons, but the old lady wouldn't give up. Just as she raised her rifle to kill them, the penguins arrived in a newly modified helicopter and rescued them.
She's got a gun! Let's get out while we can! Pass it on!
He said, let's have some fun and take out the dam. That's it, Hound.
Skipper! Alex wants to take out the dam!
All right.
Then, the captain ordered the helicopter to turn around and head straight for the dam.
Tell them no! Pull up! They'll kill us! There's gotta be another way! Pass it on!
They say no, pull up. Kill us. There's no other way. That's it, Hound.
Are you sure?
This scene was so funny. If it were me, I'd be so shocked I'd double tap my cell phone screen. In the end, they not only destroyed the dam, but everyone survived. The river flowed back to the savannah. Some animals were already dying of thirst, but when they saw the water rushing toward them, they celebrated joyfully. At this moment, Alex and its father, like heroes, basked in the cheers of the animals. Just then, Makunga arrived. It told the father and child not to get cocky just because they found water. Alex, however, didn't get angry. Instead, it gave Makunga the old lady's bag. Makunga accepted the gift, but little did it know, it would bring it much trouble.
My handbag!
Later, the father handed over the scepter to Alex. Together, they raised it high as the symbol of the rulers of the savannah.